Hi everyone, welcome. I just decided to invite you in while I wrap up. You may remember I made these little baby blue soaps, and now's the time to wrap them up for the lady who bought some, and also to wrap some up for sale in my store. And this is basically the way I'm wrapping them up. I just have a cellophane bag. I put a little bit of the shreds in it, printed up a tag for them, and I put in a little charm of some sort, and then put a little ducky ribbon on them, and that's really about it. And I'm going to wrap hers like this. I won't wrap them like this in my store unless someone requests it. It's not a big deal. But most people will just want them very simply wrapped, I'm sure. But I thought I'd show you how just the steps along the way. The tags that I made, I used these Avery labels, and these are printable tags, and they even come with little strings. That's these. When I print them, let me get one here. They look like this, and they have a little dot in them that you have to push out. And then you simply take one of these strings, push it through like so, and there you have your little tag. And I put my company info on one side, the address and how the website and stuff like that, and then on the other side put the product, and a description of the ingredients and the weight on it. Very simple. Nothing too spectacular. I am not very proficient at doing anything fancy. So I realize this is a little rudimentary. And I wish I had the talent of like my friend Patty over at Cabin Fever. She does the most beautiful wrapping, but that's not my forte. But I did want to make these look as nice as I could for her, since they're for her grandchild, and she ordered these special, so I just wanted to make them look a little nice. And like I said, with each of them, I'm just throwing in a little charm. These are little carriages. And then I take my tag, run the ribbon through the tag like so. And then I'm just tying my little bows. It's not too complicated. And I wish this were a stiffer bow or had wire in it. But I just really liked the little ducks on them. I thought they were cute, so they seemed to fit this design. So that's what I went with. And that's really pretty much it. Something I wanted to talk about, and this is as much for you, the casual surfer who's found this channel, as much as it is for other soapers who visit the channel, or just fans of the channel, whoever you may be. You may be aware, or you may not be aware, and perhaps it doesn't matter, but a lot goes into what we do. And this is something that's become even more evident to me recently, when I had a question about how many videos I put out and that sort of thing. And what occurred to me was that folks really aren't aware of what goes into a video or goes into the process. They see us make a soap and 5 minutes and just see us do a quick video, and they think that that's 5 minutes of our day, right? Now, I'm not suggesting that people are stupid and that people don't realize it takes more than 5 minutes. That's not, oops, I forgot my label. That's okay. That's not what I'm suggesting. But I'm just saying that it's probably not at the top of people's mind, the amount of time that goes into this. And I fully understand that. When I watch a channel, I oftentimes don't concern myself with how much work they may have put into it, because I'm there to enjoy myself, just like you're here to enjoy yourself, I hope. And that's okay. That's exactly why I put this channel on. But the reason I mention this is somebody had asked me if I could do a daily video, if it was possible for me to do a video every day, that they really enjoyed it. And the truth is, I don't think I can. I mean, I can do, if I were to just do a video, just film something and then put it online, yes, I could do that. Very easy. Just point the camera like this. Don't do any editing. Don't buffer. Don't fix the audio. Don't add any notes on there, any pop-ups like you're going to see on the screen. Don't do any kind of cutting of the video. The videos, first of all, my videos would be probably around 30 minutes or more long, to say the least, and not be very interesting. Because a lot of, for instance, when I'm making soap, a lot of what goes into it is the mixing, the loud blender, the other things like that. So a video does take time, so I have to go in. I edit out any loud noises. I cut out any monotonous or tedious work that I'm doing. Like, you may not see each of these hand wrapped, right? You may see me skip through some of them while I'm talking. And the reason for that is just so that if the video is too long, you're not going to stick around. And what you may not be aware of is that YouTube pays attention to how much time you spend watching my video or anyone's video. They see so if it's a 5-minute video, they look and see, are you actually staying 5 minutes, or are you only staying, 3 minutes? And that affects the type of ads that they put on your channel, but it also affects how much money you can make off your channel. And I'm not doing the best way of explaining that. There are other people out there that are, and I forgot to tag, didn't I? There are other people that are much more skilled at that than I am. But anyway, that's why I don't put out a daily videos, because I don't feel that I can do justice to the, I won't call it art, but to, the job of videoing. I just don't want to put up something that I wouldn't be proud of. And I hope that makes sense to you, and that you understand. That's why. It's, and I have a lot of other things I'm doing too. That's another part of it. I have animals that I have to take care of here on the farm. I do this alone. I wish I didn't, but I do. And as such, there's a lot of responsibility here. And I can't spend it all, as much as I'd like to sometimes, doing this sort of thing. Although I also think if I did this all the time, 24/7, I might get a little bored with it and might not be that interested in doing it. I soap and I do the things that I do here because I love it. I really do enjoy it a lot. I do. I find a lot of pleasure in this. I love it, where possible, bringing you pleasure. If this makes you happy, if you see what I do, you give me a thumbs up, I know I'm doing the right thing and that it's something that you're going to enjoy. So I'm going to put a poll up here. If you click that little I at the very top of your screen and answer that short poll. Do you want longer videos? Do you want videos more often? What is it you want? Because after all, that's who I'm doing this for. I enjoy soaping. I enjoy making things. I really do. I love it. It makes me happy. This truly does make me happy. I enjoy it immensely. But if I'm not doing it well enough, well, I'm not going to do well here on YouTube, and they're not going to pay me anything to do this. And so, because I don't ask for money, I don't have a Patreon account, I don't do that sort of thing. And so the only money I make off doing this is if people buy things, and people do. And I appreciate those of you that do make purchases. It really does help the channel and helps me. And I am forever grateful to those of you that do that. Thank you. However, I can't depend just on that. You can't buy, every week. So the way you help is by watching my videos. And part of that, and I hate to say this, but part of that is watching those awful commercials. I don't like them either. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate commercials, and I just want to scan through them all, or skip them all. But I don't, because a lot of the channels pretty much all the channels that I visit are other soaping channels. They're my friends, fellow soapers. So I will sit through the ads, through the shorter ones. Now, I'm not going to sit through the 5 and 7 minute ones. I just don't have the time. I wish I did. Now, I have, and here's how I do that. Is on occasion, like if I'm doing something else like this, I will tune into their YouTube channel on my tablet and let a video play, and I'll let the commercials go. Who cares, right? I'm busy doing this sort of thing. So they're getting the benefit of me watching the ad, or at least it's showing that I'm watching the ad, and that benefits them financially, and it doesn't hurt me at all. So that's just a thought. I know that there are people who go to their friends' channels, and they will go into their playlists. If you click on playlists at the top when you're on someone's channel, and they will go into one of the playlists, like for instance on mine, goat milk, or one of the other. I have more of this, so no worries there. And they will click on one of those playlists and just turn on autoplay and just let it play all the videos in a list to help them out. I know that people do that. I wouldn't ask anyone to do that sort of thing. What people want to do is up to them. I guess my point of bringing all of this up is that if I'm not doing a good job here, I want to know. Or if I could be doing better, let me know. What is it you would like better? What would you like me to change, or do more of, or do less of? That matters to me. It really does. I'm not just saying this to fill time or to listen to myself. I really want to know, if you're happy with something or unhappy with something, let me know. I did it again, didn't I? See, when I talk, I boo-boo. But let me know, what it is that I can do to improve the channel, or to make it more interesting, less boring, whatever the case be. I wouldn't want to sit and listen to me all the time. I talk on the channel because, well, I'll be honest with you. I go to channels where they don't talk, and I don't find those channels very interesting. That's me. That's my taste. I like to hear people talking about what they're doing, what they're putting in their soap, why they're doing what they're doing. When there's just a video of it just showing what they're doing, I don't find those as interesting. And I'm also going to tell you this. If there are soapers out there that have come to my channel, I need to get some more of this. So this is going to be one of those edits. All right. What I was going to say is that if somebody comes to the channel and they go, I've just subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, I generally won't unless it's a soaping channel. And I don't like folks that come to the channel and just come here because they want me to subscribe to their channel, at least when they ask like that, because First of all, it's against YouTube policy. You're not supposed to do that. But also, it just seems a little self-serving. And it's okay to be self-serving, but not to be so obvious about it. So what I will oftentimes do myself is I go out and find smaller YouTube channels. And I'm small. Don't think that I'm overblown and think that I'm all that. I don't. But I'm bigger than some smaller channels. So what I will sometimes do is go to those channels that have, 100 or so people or less even. Some have one channel I found recently. I was the first subscriber, and that happens quite often. I'm the first subscriber on a soaping channel, or the second, or the third. But anyway, where I'm going with this is that I will say to those channels, hi, I just subscribed to your channel. It's great discovering a new person in the YouTube soaping community. I look forward to seeing more of your videos. I don't ask them to come and subscribe to my channel. I'm not going to do that. If they choose to do that, that's fantastic. But what I will say to them sometimes is feel free to come over and comment on my channel so that, folks can see you. Because if they're just sitting there with their 25 or 50 people on their channel, it takes a long time to grow. I know it took mine a long time to grow. But if you go to other channels and you comment on those channels, well, other people are going to see, hey, who's this person called Bob Soap, right? So they're going to go over, click on his name and look at Bob's channel, or go over to Mary's channel, whatever the case may be. So it's a good idea I need to get more soap. So it's a good idea to let people, to go out and invite people. I love to do that. And if you're a soaper out there, I suggest you do the same. Help out our little community. I don't Facebook much. People have invited me to Facebook groups, but I don't engage very much. I just don't have time to do that. I wish I did. I have an Instagram account. I have a Twitter account. I have a LinkedIn account. I have all these things, but the truth is I'm just being honest with you. I don't know how to use most of them. I'm terrible on Facebook. I know that I should be better at it, but I don't even know the basics of it. I don't get how it works. I don't understand when I open Facebook why there are messages showing from certain people. I don't understand how it works. I just don't get it. And I'm not suggesting that I'm not capable of learning. I'm just saying I don't currently know how it works. And maybe in time I will research that more and get to know it better. And is that age? No, I'm not and I don't suggest you be ageist either about this. There are certainly people my age and much older who are quite proficient at Facebook and that sort of thing. I avoided social media intentionally for the longest time. I was always a very private person. I was raised an only child, as I've told many of you before, and then I was in a relationship for many, many years, 20 plus years, but out in the country where it's very rural, and I did it again. I forgot my tag. And as such, I just never formed friendships and things. I've just always been kind of a loner. I was a loner as a child. Growing up in an abusive home especially, that's a form of survival. I stayed very quiet. I looked down a lot. I still do it. I still rarely, even when I'm out in public, I find myself avoiding looking people in the face. I look down a lot, and and is that a fault? Yes. I wish that I were more gregarious and outgoing, but that's what YouTube allows me to do. And that's sort of where I was saying, is that with other social media, I'm not adept at it. And just doing YouTube alone is a big step outside the old comfort zone for me. Doing this sort of thing, doing something where I am putting myself out there for judgment, that doesn't bother me. It doesn't. I don't mind being judged. I don't mind people saying, that didn't look good, or you didn't do a good job at that. That does not bother me, because I don't always, and I can learn from that, and I can grow from that. And if I can do that, I will do that. But I am a bit just shy about talking about these things. But you've helped me be better at that. That's not always the case lately. I have gotten much better about being able to talk and being able to communicate with folks. And I owe a lot of that to you all. No, I owe it all to you all. It means a lot to me that you're here, that you've helped. Anyway, so you've seen it. This is it. I won't bore you through wrapping all of these, but I just want to tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you. The fact that you give me part of your time really does mean something to me, and I'm amazed by it. This channel is almost at 2,000. There aren't 2,000 people within 20 miles of me. So that amazes me. You know, it really is. It's an incredible thing. Now, you will, of course, notice that, and this is true of every channel out there, go to a channel that has a couple 100,000 people, and you'll see their videos may only get 20,000 views, right? There's only a small percentage of people. I don't know why people subscribe and then don't come back and watch videos, but that's just the way it is. Generally a small percentage, 10, 15% of a person's subscribers actually watch the video, so go figure. But thank you so much for being here and for being part of the channel. It means a lot to me. When you hit that like button and you leave a comment, you subscribe, that does warm my heart. And I mean that. I know it sounds like just a phrase that people use. It truly does. I can tell you how thrilling it is when I look and I see 2 more people have joined, 5 more people have joined overnight, 10 more, 50, whatever. It's like I'm always just so happy to see new people, and getting to know you and getting to let you know me is a joy to me. So listen, I've babbled on long enough here, but thank you all so much. This has been great. I've really enjoyed it. I'm going to get the rest of these wrapped up and get the ones mailed out to the customer. Well, not mailed out. I'm actually going to hand deliver them to her, excuse me. Then I'll get the rest of these wrapped up to put in the store. So thank you all very much. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you back soon. Goodbye.